Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashok and from this video, I'll be starting a new series on Python language. So this is the introduction part of Python language and I hope you guys will definitely like my video series on Python. So without wasting any time, let's start with Python language. So what is Python? Now Python is a programming language. Wait, now what is a programming language? Let me solve this for you. Now imagine this is a computer. And now the problem with this computer is it understands only one language. And the language which this computer understands is a binary language. Now the problem with this binary language is it deals with only ones and zeros. Now imagine writing a sentence in the form of ones and zeros. Definitely it will be a really cumbersome task for a developer or a programmer to write any program in the form of ones and zeros. So to overcome this, there were programming languages that were created. Now in the market, there are so many programming languages. What we will be studying in this course will be the Python language. Now, what does this Python language or any other language basically do? Now, what will happen is the programmer or developer or the user will give some instructions that are humanly readable form. So it will be basically a kind of English like sentences, okay? And these sentences are converted through a software called interpreter or compiler. Don't worry if you don't know about interpreter or compiler, we will go through it. Now what these softwares do is whatever the instructions that are given by a programmer or the user to the computer, these will interpret those instructions and it will convert in the form of ones and zeros, and which will be understandable by the computer. So that's how these programming languages are useful in converting the humanly readable code into a binary format, and that's how the computer will interact. Okay, now the person who uses this programming language and writes code is called as a programmer. Okay, so this programmer will use a language, maybe it can be Java, JavaScript, C, C++, Python. Okay, and he will give instructions to the computer using a text editor or an IDE, and the computer will convert the code into a binary format. Okay, so that's how the computer will understand programming language, and this is what a programming language is. Let's see the history of Python. So Python was created and it was released by Guido van Rossum, and it was released in the year 1991. Let's look at the versions of Python. So these are the versions. So the first version was released in the year 1991 February. The first version was 0.9.0. After that we got multiple releases of Python, and the popular one I have written over here, the Python 1.0 was released on January 1994. Python 2 was released on October 2000. Python 3.9.5, this is the latest version currently, and we will be using 3.9.5 in this video series. So it was released on October 2020. Okay, now this language Python, it has some history. Now this Python language is named after a British comedy TV series which is Monty Python's Flying Circus. So the author of Python was a big fan of this Monty Python's Flying Circus, and that's how the name Python comes from this British comedy TV series which is Monty Python's Flying Circus. Now let's see why to learn Python. Because Python can be used in multiple platforms. You can use it in Mac, you can use it in Linux, you can use it in Windows as well. Okay, so it's portable and it's very simple. So if you are from some non-technical background, or if you have never written any line of code, you can directly start with Python. It's one of the simplest and easiest language to learn. It's beginner friendly. That's what I said, right? It is simple and it's a beginner friendly language, and even children can learn Python. So it's very simple to learn. And the areas where you can use Python. So it can be used in web development. You can use Django, Flask to create websites. You can use it in data science, you can use it in machine learning, you can use it in GUIs, you can use it in artificial intelligence, and it can be also used in scientific computing. So that's it for this introductory part of Python. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Do hit that like button, and if you are new to this channel, please do hit that subscribe button. So whenever I post a new video, you will get a notification. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video. So till then, bye bye, take care.